Welcome to the new day at Ibiixo. My name is Deep and today we are going to talk about a very prominent app which is called Thumbtack. And we are also going to talk about a most frequently asked question: how much it costs to develop an application like Thumbtack. By the way, did you get a chance to look at our videos regarding Uber and Airbnb? Here are the links. Thumbtack is a very complex application, so to develop an application like Thumbtack or to understand how it works, let's divide the process into 6 different steps. This will help us to know how it works and how much time it will take to develop and how much is the complexity. Let's get started with the step 1. Step 1. Registration. Registration is the place where the user gets into the application with basic user profile details. This is very important because this helps us to know more about the customer and we can dominate them with customer retention features. Step 2. Request. Request in Thumbtack can be divided into 3 parts. First, request now. Second, request in advance. Third part is request a regular service. Step 3. Matching. Once the customer places a request, the system finds the suitable service provider for them and sends a request to each of them so that the customer gets various quotations from various service providers. Step 4. Hire. Once the customer gets quotations from various service providers, the customer has the facility to hire one service provider for that particular task. Step 5. Payment. Once the customer hires a service provider, he has the facility to make the payment in the system, which will be held by Thumbtack until the service has been completed. Step 6. Ratings and reviews. This is really important because when you hear a customer, that's what they want. So an efficient review and rating system with various categories of rating is what comes the next. By the way, do you really know that Thumbtack has 3 applications? Thumbtack Customer Application, Thumbtack Service Provider Application and Thumbtack Admin Application. Thumbtack Admin Application allows you to manage both the applications with a web or a mobile interface. The first thing which comes before the development is the project setup. Project setup is going to take around 50 to 60 hours of time. This includes API implementations, database modeling, services implementations and the other facilities. The next very step is the design and UI UX. Design for an application similar to Thumbtack usually takes around 90 hours to 110 hours depending on the complexity of the features and the UX you want to have. The first feature or the first functional feature what you see when you get into the application is the registration and the user profile module. It's going to take around 50 to 70 hours of development with all the facilities. You can add more customer retention facilities to get better customer service and to understand them better. One of the key facility in a Thumbtack sort of application is the location services, to know where the customer is, to know where the service provider is and everything related to them. It is going to take around 30 to 40 hours of development regarding all the location sort of services. Not just in an application like Thumbtack or Uber, in any application it's really good when you hear your customer. The review and rating system is going to take around 150 hours of time. This includes an efficient review system and rating system with multiple of categories. Once the customer hires a service provider, the next important part is the payment module. With current facilities, it's really easy to provide multiple options in payments. So the payment modules with the transaction details, the history and invoices is going to take around 180 hours of development time. Next is communication. So communication from admin to customer, admin to service provider, customer to service provider and service provider to customer. The whole cycle that can be with push notifications, SMS notifications, email notifications, emails or messaging facilities. All the communication facilities are going to take around 75 to 90 hours of time with the basic facilities inbound. Management and setting comes next, where user can update the profile, see the transaction details, payment histories and all the other updates. This is going to take around 80 hours of time. Now what we discussed are all the standard set of features which you must have and you can plan in a Thumbtack similar sort of application. If we sum up the hours, it's going to take around 625 to 650 hours of development time. And if we multiply it by our standard hourly rate of $25 an hour, it's going to take around $15,000 for a development of single platform application similar to Thumbtack. Of course, the final cost depends on the exact features and modules you go with. So let's talk more about that. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, then subscribe it right now. Haven't you got a chance to see our videos on Uber and Airbnb? Here are the links to the videos. Stay tuned and stay connected. Bye bye.